guys, how are you? I'm just kind of hanging out. Today's Tuesday, and I've just been real good. You know, every time I film, Lincoln's like, oh, are we doing a video? Can I be on the video? And he just lays back there. Anyhow, it's so bright outside. Is this too much glare on you? Chris is gone for the day. He went to Goldsboro to help our youngest son do something on his car that required a wrench. I'm assuming most things on cars require wrenches. I don't know. However, I did learn about certain things on a car. Let me tell you a quick story before I get into this Walmart baby haul. So, when I was in college, I had a little Toyota Corona. And I love that car. It's a 1971 Band-Aid brown colored Toyota Corona. It was my very first car. And that I personally owned. And so the horn wouldn't honk. And so I said to my friends, well, what should I do? The horn won't honk. And they said, oh, well, it needs horn fluid. And they said, when you push on those little buttons on the steering wheel, it brings up this hydraulic horn fluid and it swirls around in your steering wheel so that it honks. And so you must be really low on horn fluid. And I thought, yeah, that makes sense. You have hydraulic brakes, so why wouldn't you have hydraulic horn fluid? And so I go to the Exxon station that's kind of near our house, and the guy who worked there, I had known since I was like 10 or something, and I was like, Mr. Curtis, my car's out of horn fluid. Can you fill that up, top that off for me, whatever needs to be done? And he was like, well, this is a Toyota, and we don't carry foreign car horn fluid. You'll just have to go up to the next station. I'm like, gotcha. So I pull into the next station. Obviously, he had called ahead ready for me. And I said, I need some foreign car horn fluid, please. And the guy was like, seriously? I was like, yeah. And he's like, and how does this horn fluid work? And so I very elaborately, I mean, I was a fine arts major, just said, well, you push on these two buttons and it swirls around. And I couldn't believe a mechanic wouldn't know how hydraulic horn fluid worked. So anyhow, after I got done with this big long spiel describing how the horn fluid worked, he reached underneath where the steering wheel was and he pulled out a fuse and he put another one back in and said, now try it, and the horn worked. True story. Yeah. And then the following year, who knew you were supposed to check your oil? Not me. And the timing chain, it was back when they had metal ones, ate through a timing chain case. Yeah. I'm horrible with cars. I've probably killed 2 inches. Thank goodness I married a man who's willing to take care of the cars. Because I just murder on cars if I have to take care of them by myself. I drive them fine, but yeah, like oil change. Well, the oil light can be covered up with just a little electrical tape, black electrical tape, and you don't have to look at those little red lights on the dash. True story. Anyhow, what I got at Walmart was I went baby shopping. Oh, it was so much fun to buy for a girl. One of the young ladies who used to live down the street from us, actually, if you're looking out my window right now, her house and her mother's house was the closest one to the left of us. And it wasn't really, really close, but everybody played in the same neighborhood together, and she grew up with the boys. And anyhow, in 2008, when she was I don't know about how old she was, maybe 16, 17 max, her mother passed away of cervical cancer. And it was the very same year I had cervical cancer. And so it kind of, you know, hit sort of close to home. And anyhow, it was just really traumatic for her. Because her dad had passed away, and it was just her mom, and her brother lived in Pennsylvania, and she really didn't have anywhere to go. And she moved in with this guy, and she got pregnant, and she had some children, and that didn't work out, and she was a single mom for a while. And you know, it was pretty much a survival thing for her, and my heart went out to her. And so anytime that her path would cross my path, then I would try to take care of her, whatever. So anyhow, she finally had a baby girl. Yeah. And so I really wanted to bless her with a few things for this baby girl, especially since she didn't have a mom. Of course, I'll take him a meal. I'm thinking the Pioneer Woman chicken spaghetti, that should go well for her and her husband and the 4 boys. And probably some brownies, and I'll probably pick up a gallon of ice cream, maybe just a bag of salad, something simple. And then, you know, for a new mom, one thing I always try to do is just pick up toilet paper, and the dog just knocked over everything. Toilet paper and paper towels and laundry detergent and any of those things that you don't really have time to think about very much because you've got a new baby and you still have a family and you're trying to recuperate yourself. So anyhow, I'll take all those things over, but I got this pink bucket from the Dollar Tree, and in it I went off her registry at Walmart, and I practically bought everything on there. Lincoln, I don't know what you're doing, but you're driving me insane. Anyhow, she just wanted, one of the things was a bassinet sheet, cotton bassinet sheet, so I picked that up. I thought these were adorable. They're the Gerber little jammies, sleepers, and like I said, I loved buying girl colors. What'd you do, Lincoln? We have utter chaos going on down here. Look, just let me take you down. What have you done? Huh? Where do you think you're going? Huh? Where do you think you're going? Mommy needs to show this stuff to the people. Yeah, you're standing on the stool? What in the world are you doing, Lincoln? All right. Utter chaos. So anyhow, let me move this stool out of the way. I got this Ariel blanket. Now they named the baby Alora, which I think is just beautiful, but this is her Minky with Ariel, and I love that. It's a girl thing, yeah. I just have these baby boys. Sorry about that. Lincoln's not helping. Then she wanted these baby booties, baby hats pack, and I thought these were just too adorable for words. Look at these little hats from Gerber. I didn't know Gerber made such cute hats, but look at that bow on that hat. Is that just too cute? Oh my word. And it came in a little 3-pack, 4-pack, 3-pack. I thought those were adorable. And baby mitts. I never actually used baby mitts. It's probably why my boys had scratches all over their face. And wait for it. Can you see those? Those are little slippers. I think those are just adorable. Why they even call them baby booties? Okay. With little birds. Love it. And then Nooks. Can't have too many of those. And the big thing, here I go. The big thing was this. And we had one for Ethan, and he loved it. He still sits in it sometimes to eat, but not very much because he's getting to be a big boy. So I got him that. And I'll probably dig out some of my crochet stash to add to it, take him a meal, and go spend some time holding that little baby. Very exciting. So anyhow, we're getting ready to, as soon as Chris gets home, we're going out to dinner with our friends tonight. It's Italian. It's kind of a bummer because I'm 2 days into my new diet. I'm going to drop 25 pounds. Maybe. Possible. But anyhow, it's an Italian place, Pino's, and they have really good food and a lot of it. So maybe I'll start the diet tomorrow. I don't know. Oh, I went to the doctor yesterday. I'll make this quick so the video is not too long. But anyhow, I was having trouble breathing out this side of my nose, and he said, oh, well, you've got a really large swollen turbinate. No, how did he put it? He said, you have a very large turbinate. And I'm like, I didn't know whether to slap him, thank him, panic. It's like, I didn't even know I had a turbinate. And he's like, oh yeah, well you have 6 of them. And what they do is they warm the air before they go into your lungs. And I'm like, oh, well what do I do about it? He was like, well most people, 50% of the population have large turbinates. And if it gets too bad, then we can do something. And I kind of cut him off there. It's like, whoa, no. So anyhow, he thinks it's like infected from a sinus infection. So I have to take an antibiotic for a week. If that doesn't help, he said, we'll go to an ENT. And I'm like, I can still breathe. No, I'm good. No. So anyhow, I have large turbinates. Do you? The doctor probably thinks I'm insane. So anyhow, if you like this video, give us a thumbs up, like and subscribe. Be our friends. And we'll catch you on the next video.